Is Fenty done? Hey Sam, what's going on? Please hit the like button. Yes, I'm gonna give YouTube a chance to send out some notifications and we gonna get into it, okay? Cause Tamar, your mouth. Your mouth is what's gonna get you in trouble, child. I told y'all a couple weeks ago she was playing in our face, giving JR that chain for his birthday. Well, JR done blew the whistle. Welcome back to Naughty Love Movement. It's your host, Knotty. Bring you the latest and trending topics. And I vlog my life. Your girl stay on top of her game. Please thumbs up this video. Like the video. Share if you care. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe to your girl. We almost at 3K subs. I saw this on my gram and I had to jump up here because I don't like Tamar. I call bull swinky on her. She make up stories. Now I'm starting to believe Candy. Y'all remember she was playing in our face a couple weeks ago with JR? Giving him that chain for his birthday and everything. Playing on the Twitters, talking about, oh, I'm married, I'm single, I hate my family, it's toxic. Well, girl, you done cry wolf one last time, okay? Make sure y'all hitting that like button. We gonna get into the sauce, cause it look like Tamar got a lawsuit heading her way. Thumbs up this video. Sam, I don't know you. I only choose people to mod for me that I know. So, if you consistent, hey, smack to you. If you consistent and I get to know you, yes, you could possibly mod. So, it's not a no. It's just like, let's get to know each other a little better. Yes, Tamar is playing. I told y'all she playing in our face. Playing in our face. Hit that thumbs up, please. And I ask all the trolls to please respect my chat and myself, okay? Do not come in here with your racist comments and your actual innuendos. We not here for that. We here for the tea. Yes. 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 Tamar was trying to buy her man back. And JR said he is over it. Check. I told y'all. Trying to buy him a chain. Hey, Emmanuel. Hey, boo. Yes. Trying to please thumbs up the video. Please thumbs up the video. Yes. She was trying to buy his love back. That's what was going on. She was trying to sugar mama him. And JR said no more. So now she came out on the gram and called herself exposing JR. But Tamar, we still trying to figure out, are you married or not, sis? Like the lies just keep on lying. She is a liar. She is a liar, okay? So she came out this morning. Hold on, let me start this over. Let's get into it. Where's she at? Here she go. And shout out to the Shade Room for capturing this tea. Hey, Zach. Hey, Sugando. You're having crazy. Oh, I hope your stomach feels better. Please respect my chat. Please, I'm warning y'all. Please respect my chat the way I respect y'all. Okay? Let's get into Tamar. Shout out to the shade room. This is what she came out with this morning, okay? Oh, hold on. Let me get my little sound together. I don't like her. I don't like her. She's like beyond a drama queen. Here we go.
And I'm watching TV and I get a notification that my car got used. Look at the date. To the Four Seasons Hotel in New Orleans. Now I know I'm not in New Orleans, right? Okay. So
let me start this over for my Knotty crew.
Chilling, and I'm watching TV and I get a notification that my car got used. Look at the date. To the Four Seasons Hotel in New Orleans. Now I know I'm not in New Orleans, right? Okay. So I called him and I'm like, yo, you stayed at the Four Seasons this weekend? And he was like, I did. And automatically you got an attitude. And I'm like, what you know what I'm saying? Like, we cool. You know what I mean? No, we don't go together. It's very clear, you know, but we have an understanding of our friendship, right? Okay. So I said, well, I don't really know what's going on, but Rob said that the hotel said that my card that was clearly used, I'm chilling, and was used at the hotel for Mr. Jeremy Robinson and his guest, Miss J. Now, I don't know what y'all want me to do with that. Because when I had asked him about it, you get nasty with me and tell me, go take your meds. So when I posted it, I didn't post it to be nasty. Was used at the hotel for...
Okay, first of all, just notice she said, we don't go together, but that's what you was trying to... You said y'all was married. Okay? Then you come out buying him the B-boy chain, you know what I'm saying? Like he down or whatever for his birthday. And now you want to come to the internet? Child, and she's saying JR was there with another woman. Okay? Alright, so then she posted, paid in my face for a 25-year-old smiling in my head. 2, my jewelry took me to Turks and all along had a whole tramp. Hate you at Jeremy. Here we go. This what Tamar posted. That's what Tamar... Now, on the show, she did tell her mama she one of them people that need to be in therapy. And I agree all the time. She said she need constant therapy all the time. I agree. So then JR posted and he said, just let it go. Show some grace. Well, sometimes grace requires defending yourself. I've always been accountable for my failures and spoken out about why they impacted me and other people. I'm not going to let false narratives attack me, my family, and or the foundation I have worked so hard to protect. So here is how I feel about the situation. Now, he's saying that JR is saying that he has been single for the past 6 months and says he and Tamar Braxton are trying to figure out what it means to be friends again. Ciao. But JR, he came out to speak out, okay? Shout out to the Neighborhood Talks for this. Here we go. Wait, is this the whole thing? Let me make sure we got the whole thing. No, we're going to go to the shade room, okay? Here we go. Here, JR side.
Initially, was going to take the high road in this situation and not say anything. But the reality is I cannot keep getting attacked. My character can't keep getting attacked. I can't keep being thrown under the bus because someone can't control their anxiety. Someone can't control these delusional thoughts about things that aren't real. I am in no way wanting to attack anybody. My purpose in my life has always been to protect. I haven't ran to social media every time something happened to me in that relationship. Because trust me, with all the receipts and all the things that have happened, I could have. But I've chose to do what a real man does, and that is protect the person that I've been with. In this situation, I'll be very clear. I've been single for the last 6 months. You know, I initially was going to take the high road in this situation and not say anything. But the reality is I cannot keep getting attacked. My character can't keep getting attacked. I can't keep being thrown under the bus because someone can't control their anxiety. And someone can't control these delusional thoughts about things that aren't real.
Okay.
We have been trying to identify what that looks like, closing one chapter and figuring out what it's like to be friends again. I've been very specific about my boundaries. I've been very specific about where we stand as friends. Go date anybody you want. I'm going to date when I'm ready. I am emotionally unavailable to you, and I'm physically unavailable to you. Now, birthday comes up, plans are put in place. Of course, I want someone that I consider to be family to be involved in that, because if anybody knows her, she is big on birthdays. I don't lead people on. I'm very direct. Listen, if anything that you're doing or that you want to do comes with an agenda, I don't want to be involved in it at all. I don't want you to be involved in my birthday plans. I don't want you to come to Turks and Caicos. This is not a we have been trying affiliation time. Whatever you decide you're doing, it's because we're friends and because I'm still being involved in my son's life. I still would love for you to have a relationship with my children, but not to the extent that you make up these stories that aren't real. I went to New Orleans. I booked my room at Four Seasons on booking.com and didn't realize that the card I'm using, which also ends in the same 3 last numbers, was tied to something that we booked several months ago. No harm, no foul. We're talking $900. Stop it. While I'm in New Orleans for a funeral, my really good 25 plus year friend who passed away, I spent time with his family. I extended my stay because I needed time to reset. So I get a call yesterday. Hey, did you stay at Four Seasons? Yeah, I did. In fact, I extended. I gave them my affiliation time. Whatever you decide you're doing is because and everything's good. Why? What's up? Oh, well, I got a call about some chick who used my card at Four Seasons. I said, that's not possible. This is funny. Ha ha ha. What are you talking about? Well, I thought we can friends. We can talk about it, but this is laughable. I didn't stay with anybody at the Four Seasons. I'm not seeing anybody. Wasn't on a date. None of that. If I was, you're my friend. What do I have to hide about that? I'll just say cooler heads didn't prevail. And next thing you know, I'm on her story and I'm being accused of things which are just blatantly not true. I have never led Tamar Braxton on. I never will, nor will I. There are people, hate the name drop, but hey, Carlos King, you got me involved in this. You're part of the reason why we became friends. But I've been very clear about my boundaries. I've been very clear about wanting to have a friendship, but not to the extent that, friends don't part and everything's good. Why? What's up? Each other on their stories and call each other out on stuff. Like, look, if there was a mix up with the card because of booking.com, that's a quick fix. It's already taken care of. I've already contacted the Four Seasons and they've already issued a refund and they charged my card. It's that simple. Where did this random woman come in that you called a tramp? Somebody I became friends with on Instagram like maybe 3 days ago. It's just a reach, and I'm tired of having to stay quiet and not defend myself. Mental health is real, and I understand how sometimes anxiety can get the best of us, but you just don't go on social media and start attacking somebody you say that you love, that you care for as a friend, and then you post pictures of you and my daughters together, but then you're throwing their dad under the bus. It's not cool, man. And the unfortunate reality is I thought that I could be friends and try to maintain each other on their type of friendship, but that relationship is done. And I didn't want to come out and like 6 months ago and be like, hey, I'm single again, because then people are like, oh, you're sassy. What? This is the reason why I did it last time, because of this assumption that I'm leading somebody on and that I'm cheating. I have never cheated in my life. Find a woman that will tell you I cheated on her. I'm not successful because I cheat. When I'm committed, I'm completely committed. Now, I'm not going to go there. There's a lot more I could talk about. I'm not going to do it because this isn't about revenge. This is about saying, hey, wait a minute. This shouldn't have happened. Picking up the phone and talking calmly and saying, hey, Jay, I got charged on my card. You stayed at Four Seasons. Okay, cool. But then you had to find a random narrative to go with it. It's messed up, and the truth is now there's potential defamation behind it because I don't even know this person, never met her in my life, never even had a DM type of friendship. But again, here I am defending myself because of all of these assumptions and all these internet bullies who don't have a clue, not one thing they don't know nothing about me. Again, here I am.
Okay, so that's JR side. You know, we get all sides over here. Y'all let me know what y'all think, Knotty Crew. You know, Tamar, you shouldn't have went back once he went on a date with Tommy and she was talking about he ate her groceries. Red flag number one. Red flag number one. All right, so social media went crazy. You know, he may have knew or may have not knew he used the wrong card, but there's a proper way to deal with it. That part I agree with. And Tamar is just over the top. And I think she really, really want that man back. He just don't want her. So social media reacted, and this is what they're saying on Twitter. Tamar Braxton claims she got cheated on by her colonizer JR with a 25-year-old. 2 weeks ago, she said he was her husband, right? And now, look, the man said he been single for 6 months. If this isn't a nutcase story, I don't know what is. This is embarrassing. She's embarrassing herself, if you ask me.
If you ain't finna leave your man, let your man cheat on your ass in peace. Okay?
Tamar words.
Bothering him.
Tamar words. Y'all want to hear it again?
If you ain't finna leave your man, let your man cheat on your ass in peace. Okay? Stop bothering him, harboring on it. Stop asking about these bitches. Not unless you finna do something.
Your words. But he's single though, Tamar Shin. He's single. So why you even questioning him? I'm just saying. You should have asked him about the card and that was it. That was y'all only business, okay? This person says she warned 50-11 times. Whatever happens at this point has to happen. She literally attacked her fans, friends, etc. for that man, only for him to yet again disown her and threaten legal action. Look like mud in your face, Tamar. This person said Tamar Braxton letting that white man continue to embarrass her is a choice. I agree. They racist. This person said to date a non-black is a choice. To date a broke non-black is another choice. To date embarrassing broke non-black is actual criminal. You know, I don't think race has it. Look, she can love who she want. I don't care about that. But you know, she dated black and look what happened. But I'm starting to believe Tamar is the common denominator with all this drama, with her sisters, with her men, her relationships and things like that. Because she does not know how to turn it down. Remember, and Yana told her, you know, like, you diminish the meaning behind your message with your actions. And she does with all the head pop, ghetto girl pop of her mouth, everything she does. This person said, I used to love me some Tamar Braxton, for real, but the way she has gone out incredibly sad behind that. Why they keep making it about his race? I'm not going to make it about his race. Tamar Braxton needs to act like she's Tamar Braxton. No way I'm letting a gray raisin stress me out. I block him so fast, out of sight, out of mind, forever. Seriously. This person said, Tamar Braxton, enough is enough, right? And it's all playing out on social media. It is so sad. And we just talked about her this morning and her vocals. Now we find out why her vocals are horrible. Let me remind you, Knotty crew, she just performed at a concert and this is how she sounded. Do you feel it in your soul? Yeah. When you smile, you don't let go. You don't let go. She sounds terrible and she looks very thin. Like she was on the Braxton Family Values talking about oh, I'm working out because I'm fat. And I'm like, where? She Delulu. But you thought you was gonna buy that man that big fat chain like he a b-boy in the hood and he was gonna come back to you. When being a sugar mama goes wrong. Let me see what y'all saying in the comments. Like, and all the backlash that she get for this, she deserve every bit of it because you keep your stuff off social media. Hey Andrew, please thumbs up the video. That's a word, lady. Love is what the world needs. Absolutely. Hey, Zach. Hey, Jamaica in the house. We're going. Hey, Andrew. Hey, Feminine. Ace is Faye. Hey, Zach. Child, this is what you call not standing in your worth, okay? Feminine said it when trying to buy a ninja goes wrong, period. Hey, Danny. Yes, Be More Shorty. JR and Tamar is the song that we don't like anymore. We don't want to hear it. Exactly. We don't care. Anyone can have. I knew this relationship was all wrong for her because they met on a dating show. Like, you can't even take that serious. Yes, Tamar has the maturity of a fetus. I hear that. Be More Shorty said he knew that he used Tamar card. His clowning going to make Tay-Tay have a nervous breakdown and then make a huge deal about it. Boo, boo. Yes. Donna said, of course he know how to lie. Kim Deliver said, Tamar don't care about no red flags. She will paint her nails to match the flag. Child. Yes, she will. And she controlling, too, if y'all noticed that. She did the same thing with David. Remember, he was on the show, and she was trying to control what he said, everything. She was trying to demasculate him. I was like, girl, this relationship is not going to last. And he an African man, too? JR knows his way with words. He's a lawyer. And you know what? If y'all broken up, why you care if he with somebody else? I guess she feel like he used the card on another woman. Now, we'll see what comes after this. Look, it's his side, her side. Yes, somebody called JR the gray raisin. Be more shady said it's giving drunk karaoke. Absolutely. She sounded horrible. He regrets being on that reality show. He should. Yes, Danny. Play stupid games, win stupid prizes. And I feel like that is the moral of this whole situation. But she is so thirsty for companionship that she is losing herself and making all the wrong choices. I feel like my advice to Tamar, if she ever hears this, girl, you need to be alone for like a good 3 years. Yeah, and work through that in therapy to figure out why you making all these bad choices in relationships. But I have a feeling it's you. You're the common denominator. Everywhere you go is drama. I.e., now I'm seeing why your judgment was clouded when it came to the Krishan Rock situation and James, right? Okay, like because everybody knew what Krishan was all about. It's all over the internet how she get down, she get drunk, she get high, she put hands on people. You knew this or whatever, and you invited her to a classy event knowing that that wasn't the place for her. I don't know, Naughty Crew. Let's leave it in the comments. I had to jump on here to talk about this, but I told y'all weeks ago because she posted that video of her giving JR with that chain on August 21st or whatever. And I felt like I said she playing in our face. That came on the tail end of her posting after Braxton Family Values aired. Oh, I'm married, I'm single, I'm not. Right? So then she posts with this picture of her giving him this chain or whatever. I think I hope JR stay over it. And they just not a good fit for one another. They not. But she need to go talk to her therapist and keep it offline. I don't even think her mom, because Donna said, she said, I wonder what her mom thinks. I don't even think Tamar would listen to her mom if she even gave her advice. She hard-headed. Yes, please like, comment, and share. And if you're not subscribed, please subscribe. Is she embarrassed, though? Because remember she came out when her and Vince was breaking out and was talking about how he was knocking her between the washer and dryer? Tamar, I'm going to tell you this. Tricks are for kids, boo-boo. You need to grow up. You need to grow up. You are emotionally stunted, and you need to go face that trauma so you can stop carrying it from relationship to relationship. This is the problem. Hey, Bree, this is the problem. You are not healed. And nor have you done the work to really heal because you lied to yourself and everybody else. But you're not fooling me. You not fooling me, boo. I know on the show you said you in constant therapy, but in order for therapy to work, you have to be honest, boo. Please like, comment, and share. So I gave you both sides. I gave you Tamar's side and I gave you JR's side. You know, whether JR knew it was real or not, his card or her card or whatever he's saying that the numbers are the same. Well, you should have paid close attention, sir. Because you got, look, JR needs some accountability in this too. Because if y'all really broke apart and you single, stop inviting her to places. Because that leads her to believe that there's a chance. Mixed signals. But do you notice that most of the Braxton women make bad choices in men? Like, I never understood why Toni Braxton was with Birdman. That never made sense to me. Never. Like, Toni, what's up? Like, I hope her, well, now they broken up, but I hope her next relationship, she tries to get someone close to her age or older. Only ones that seem to have gotten it right, Tawanda, but her man seemed to be getting cold feet about getting married because the father, Mr. Braxton questioned him, like, why'd you ask for her hand in marriage? And it's nothing. And then it looks like Trina finally got it right with her new husband. Because her husband's was a mess. And unfortunately, one of her husbands passed away. Sad. Or whatever. But I feel like Trina's relationship is really solid. And it looks like they choose men that's just like their father. You want to know why? Because they all still yearning for that validation from their father. I think when the father stepped out and created other families and stuff like that, he really, really hurt them deeply. And I just think they just got damaged from that. They all got daddy issues. That's what I drum it up to. So Tamar, girl, you need to take a break, girl. Your voice saying you need to take a break. Your voice sounds horrible. You need to take a break. Oh, yeah. Be more shorty. Tony, Tamar, Trina, they all been in an embarrassing relationship. Oh, Trina's husband was just online tripping. I think something happened with Trina when they lost Tracy. And number one, he watched her grieve her ex-husband. And then now he watching her grieve her sister. That's a lot. That's a hard pill to swallow. Let me see if I can find it. What was he saying? What was about Tracy? All right. Trina's husband opens up about how Tracy died and he saw her grieve the same way. Okay, let's see what this is. Here we go.
For grieving. And okay, first off, what you said was really jumbled. But what you said, what was said on the episode is that she felt like she was punished for grieving. And that was absolutely true. I was angry. Because, and since we're having this conversation, and here's the thing, this wasn't my idea. She asked me if we would talk about this tonight. I did. And anybody that knows me knows that I don't bite my tongue because I don't really care what people think of me. So I'm just going to say it. If you want my honest opinion, yes, I don't see a lot of difference between the way you grieved for Tracy and Gabe. It looked the same to me. There was a little more heat behind Tracy, of course, because it's your sister. But it didn't, to me, and I have nothing to measure it against when Gabe died, so I didn't know anything, but I knew I didn't like it. Because to me, the grief seemed too strong for someone you'd had all those problems with. That's my opinion, because that's the way I look at the world. Now we had a number of conversations about it. We had a number of arguments about it. But it wasn't until Tracy passed and I had time to reflect, probably sitting, on a mountain somewhere by myself, that I'm like, you know what? Those two grieving didn't look all that different to me. And that made me angry. So to me, the grief looked like you still had real strong feelings for the dude. And which made me think, well, what am I doing here? And this is in the moment. We're talking in 2018. We were a year in when this happened. We were a little over a year in when it happened, but it just, wow. I didn't like any parts of it. Now, you can't tell anybody how to grieve. Nope, I wasn't. I was just I wasn't trying to tell her you need to grieve this way. I was just saying, from my perspective, it just looked to be a bit much. And I felt that way then, and I feel that way now. But you have to do things the way you see.
But I still felt like when you knew that
Yes, please
when
get these likes
your
up.
dad was absent,
That's what I
and
was
he didn't have
thinking.
any children of his own, and he was the one who raised and cared for.
Yeah.
Are you saying this for them?
I'm saying this for you.
But you can't say it for me, because here's the thing. I had no problem with that guy. There was no jealousy. There was nothing. Because the moment you told me that he was sick, what did I do? The moment
you found out that he was sick, you were like, I have these remedies. I need you to, yes, these doctors I can help him with. Yes, absolutely.
Got you on the phone with him and got him on the phone with him.
Absolutely.
So
Absolutely.
tell the whole story.
But I am. But you didn't give me. I was.
What you want?
But you took the time out to say what you need to say. So listen.
Because your first thing should have been the moment that Vaughn found out, he went into help mode, because I'll help anybody. So there was no jealousy or anything. I never had any.
I didn't say that.
No, I didn't say that. No, you did. That did come up in an argument one time. There was no jealousy. There was nothing. I had no ill feelings towards the dude. That came in my witnessing or watching the grieving process. That's when it became a problem. So. You just gonna sit there?
Wait, what do you mean?
TV show host, and you're just letting dead space. You're not saying anything.
No, it's not that I'm saying dead space. I'm allowing you to say how you feel, because when I did say something, it was.
But because you were wrong.
And I can't speak for you. I can't speak for you. But there are a lot of people who are going through this type of situation, and they're going through it.
Who's going through this situation?
Somebody.
You sound checked out.
Because we are not exempt. We go through the same stuff that everybody else goes through.
But this is okay. But here's the thing. It was a unique situation, because it wasn't a one-off. It wasn't a one-off. I've never met anybody who was best friends with their ex.
Wow.
That was a new circumstance. I didn't even know that paradigm existed in the world. I had to deal with my ex because we had 3 children together, and I had to talk to her almost every day. And as the kids got older, that weaned off, And so it wasn't just that you were mourning him. It was the fact that you had an ongoing relationship with him that I couldn't process, because I've never seen it. Now, just because I don't understand it doesn't mean that it doesn't have a right to exist. So I'm smart enough to know that different people do things
they
differently.
Have kids together, though.
In my lifetime, I've never seen 2 people who were married, had a terrible divorce, and then became best friends. That was some new shit to me. That's all I said. And to this date, I still haven't seen it again.
Well, we made better friends.
You said that.
He literally raised.
He did. He's a good dude.
Yeah, he literally raised the children. And
he went to bat for those kids when nobody else would. He taught them how to be men when there was nobody else to do it. He was a good, solid human. My problem wasn't with that dude. It wasn't with him at all.
But it's with the fact that Trina was grieving.
You know what we're missing? We don't have the... Yeah.
Okay, guys, is that the clip y'all was talking about? Let me tell you something. First of all, and I seen this in the comments. Hey, grown woman, how you jealous of a dead man? And they had years together. They raised children together. Yo, I think Gabe's death brought out his insecurities. Is it me? He sound checked out. And he probably looking for an out. He wanted her to hate him, but you can't dictate how that woman gonna feel. And sometimes people, once they part ways, they better off friends. You understand? But I just feel like show her some grace. I think he really jealous that she was crying over another man. That was it. I saw somebody say he's abusive. Really? He seemed very abusive, child. That's ghetto. So he is the problem. Gabe's spirit is wearing him out. Yes, girl. Be more shorty said, Trina girl, stay if you want. But Vaughn is a damaged man. Oh my God, y'all think she gonna stay in it? Trina strike me as the type of woman that'll stay in a situation way too long. Way too long. So, I brought that up because one of my naughty crew wanted to get into it. But as you can see, yeah, they all choose the wrong men. And I think it stems from their daddy issues and their father's example. They always choose men that do them wrong and disrespect them in the end. Been there, done that with her ex, okay? Emotional abuse. Right, right. And to compare, like, Gabe and Tracy's loss, like, and they've been in arguments about it, that's weird. That's weird. So the Braxton women are damaged, naughty crew. They all got daddy issues, if you ask me. And like I said, like, it was beyond me when Tony was with Birdman, but maybe she knew something that we didn't. Cause I heard like he liked the other way too, or whatever. But maybe that's why she never went through with getting married with him. So yeah, child, another episode of Tamar Braxton. Now we find out why them vocals was not good. Okay, because she is yearning for that man, but learn how to be by yourself. Take some time. That's why you should take time in between relationships or whatever, because you need to take the time to heal what went wrong, the emotion behind that past relationship. I feel like she always moved too fast because she strike me as one of them people that's very possessive and always have to have a man by her. Please thumbs up this video. Please, please, please. Share if you care. Right, she was. Trina was hesitant about being with a black man. Exactly, grown woman. You have to love yourself before you love somebody else. Stand in your worth. Yes, please share this live. I appreciate every last one of y'all joining me. I'll be back tomorrow morning with my normal commentary, but I seen JR and Tamar blowing up the internet like, I gotta bring this to my 90 crew, okay? Because Tamar is unstable. She unstable. And quite frankly, I don't think she should be on the show. I'm sorry, I'll never forget how she treated Tracy. Maybe they healed since then. I don't care. I'm not letting it go. Thumbs up this video. She treated her sisters horrible. Y'all remember when they came to surprise her and she was calling them Teletubbies and wouldn't even let them in her dressing room? Or do you remember the time Tracy went to pull up on her sister just to check on her because they heard, things going on with her divorce, and Tamar rolled right past her like she was nobody? Yep. Treated Tracy wrong. You know what I'm saying? But then when it came to the contract, when they all wanted to boycott WeTV, I guess they was trying to get money or whatever, they all got mad at Tracy because she moved forward with her contract and she did the show and she just had guest people come on like Lunel, all different comedians and stuff like that. Like, I could carry a show by myself. I was like, go ahead, Tracy. Go ahead. Go ahead. Let them know. Like Tony said, Tracy was the glue, honey. She was a glue. She was a glue. Oh, I was looking at Reality BTV, and she actually pulled Tracy's will. Y'all want to hear it? Thumbs up this video if y'all want to hear it. I'll pull it up. I'll just do that portion. Hold on, let me see. You saw it last night? Okay, y'all saw it? All right, if y'all saw it, I won't replay it, but it looks like she did want a funeral, but with only certain conditions. Like, she didn't want her sorors, and Tracy was an Eastern Star. She didn't want them to do those ceremonies that they do when people pass away. It just kind of seemed like she wanted it to be one and done, simple or whatever. And it did sound like she left everything to Kevin Jr., but she also left things to Kevin Sr., so she didn't completely leave him out. She didn't completely leave him out. But go over to, if you want to hear the reading of the will, go over to Reality BTV, and she read the will out loud.
Man, we standing on.
Let me see. It was interesting, right? Hold on. I'm just going to do the part where she reads it.
It says the last will and testament of Tracy Renee Braxton. Tracy Renee Braxton of Prince George's County, Maryland, and Fulton County, Georgia, being of legal age and of sound and deposing mind and memory, and not acting under duress, menace, fraud, or unique influence of any person, do make, declare, and publish this to be my will, and hereby revoke any will or codicil I may have made prior. Article 1, I am a married person. My husband's name is Kevin Surratt Sr. Number 2, I hereby attest that I am the mother of one child, namely Kevin Surratt Jr. That's Article 1. Article 2, let me make this a little bit bigger. Article 2 says, I direct my personal representative to pay all costs and expenses of my last illness and funeral expenses. If Tracy didn't want a funeral, why is that in her will?
True.
If she didn't want a funeral, why is it mentioned in her will? I'm going to keep going. It is my express wish that there be no last rites or memorial service of any sort by my sorority, Zeta Phi Beta Sorority Incorporated, or the Eastern Stars. Now, I told y'all yesterday that Tracy was the Eastern Star, did I not? I also knew she was a member of Zeta Phi Beta Sorority Incorporated as well. She's saying she does not want either one of those organizations to do anything at her memorial service. If you guys have ever been to a funeral for a Mason, an Eastern Star, or anybody that's a member of the Divine Nine, you know that there is a whole rite that is done. And what she is saying is, I don't want none of that at my funeral. I don't want that, because it's just going to, and I'm going to read you why she says it. She says here, this is not a representation of my lack of affection for my beloved organizations. However, I simply wish to move the matter along with the absolute least amount of suffering for those who love me. Again, she's not saying she doesn't want a funeral. She's being specific at what she wants happening at her funeral. Okay, I'm going to keep reading. I hereby direct that I am cremated after my passing, and that my remains be distributed to my son, my husband, and should they wish to possess a small memorial keepsake of my remains, that it should be provided to my mother, my father, my siblings, and she just lists everybody's name. We know who the people are.
That happened.
How I am dressed shall be determined solely by my son and my husband. You don't have to believe me, Allison. Bye. I just showed you where I got this information from. You can leave, ma'am. Thank you so much. Okay. It says, my husband and my son. The guest list for my viewing shall also be solely determined by my son and my husband. If you're coming in late, go back to the beginning. I showed you guys where I got this information from. I showed you how.
All right, so she, to me, it's certain duties she left to her husband and it's certain duties she left to her son. And in the reading, she also mentioned about her brand, right? She was very specific, but I have a feeling that her sisters are trying to overtake Kevin Sr. because they just don't like him. Y'all remember that season they all got into that fight? And Tracy ended up leaving. She always felt like they treated her different. Sorry, guys. I gotta send this thing out. Let me send it here. The funeral home did put her into another service home. They changed it a few times. First it was under Tracy R. And then Tracy R. Braxton. It could be another will, though.
I hereby give and bequeath any and all monies in my Navy Federal Credit account in the name of, I'm not going to read all of that, be given to Kevin Surratt Sr. So the money in the Navy Federal account went to Sr. I hereby will give, bequeath any and all monies in my Navy account. It's a different, I'm not going to read you the names of these accounts. She had different accounts. So for this second account, that's supposed to go to Senior as well. I hereby direct that my irrevocable trust be created in the name of, I'm not going to read the name of that. Again, if y'all want to get all that information, y'all go buy you a copy. The intent and purpose of that trust shall be to provide for any grandchildren. I hereby direct that the director of this trust shall be Kevin Surratt Jr. with counsel by her attorney. So the attorney is supposed to help the son. Okay?
Right. Which Kevin Jr.
I hereby
went to go
direct
see.
that a foundation be created in the name of the foundation of Tracy Braxton Vision Almighty. The intent and purpose of the foundation shall be to educate the public, namely the African American community, about cancer, namely esophageal cancer. I hereby direct that the director of this trust be Kevin Surratt Jr. with counsel, and then it names the attorney again. I hereby direct that all entities associated with my brand, image, name, rights, and all duty upon the determination that likeness be hereby managed by Clifton Jones. Cliff was her manager. Unfortunately, he passed away, I believe, last year. But Cliff was her manager. Cliff Jones shall be relieved, of this duty upon the determination that Kevin Surratt Jr. is ready to assume full responsibility for the brand, image, name, rights, and likeness. This decision shall be...
Now, the lawyer did say that in his last episode. Like, he specified that Tracy did want Kevin Jr. to be in charge of her brand and likeness and certain things, with the respect of she was concerned about him being ready. Okay? So, yeah, so far so good. Okay.
By counsel. And again, she mentions the attorney's name. So, yes, Kevin is in charge of her business affairs once the attorney deems he's responsible. Now, here's what happened. Cliff Jones passed away. So it probably automatically rolled to Kevin Jr. once he passed away.
Mm-hmm.
I'm no attorney. That's just my common sense understanding. Mm-hmm. Then it says, I further direct my personal representative to pay all of the debts that may be blah, blah, blah. It goes on to talk about her debts and who's in charge. Here's the part that y'all want to know about. In the event I name a person in this article and say a person precedes me in death, I bequest that such person, I'm sorry, y'all. My phone keeps going off. That such person shall lapse and the property shall pass the other provisions of this will. In the event that at the time of my death, I am employed or otherwise due any funds, any and all funds shall be made due and payable to Kevin Surratt Jr. It is my wish that any and all remaining benefits not otherwise accounted for within this document owed to me shall be made payable to Kevin Surratt Jr. as my personal representative for him or her to utilize as he sees fit. So yes, Kevin got pretty much everything, but it does look like there were 2 bank accounts that were left to Kevin. They were probably bank accounts that might have been in both of their names. All right, I have one more page that I want to give you some information from. Hold on. Hold on. Because it was 3 pages. Okay. And again, if y'all want, I'm going to turn it on. Thank you. I'm going to turn it on the screen. Article and say a person precedes me. Okay. I already read that before. All right. Article 4. I will devise, bequeath, and give all of the rest and remainder of my property and estate of every kind and character, including but not limited to real and personal property in which I may have an interest at the date of my death and which is not otherwise effectively disposed of, to Kevin Surratt Sr. and Kevin Surratt Jr. equally.
Period.
Should Kevin Surratt Sr. and Kevin Surratt Jr. survive me and we die under such circumstances, then Kevin Surratt Jr. or whoever is not around will get the bulk of it. Okay?
All right. So it sounds like Tracy wanted both Kevin Sr. and Kevin Jr. to have some part of whatever her estate is. And it sounds like the Braxton sisters are being very emotional and misinterpreting things. Her will did not say she did not want a funeral. It said she didn't want the ceremonies of her sorors and her Eastern Star sisters. So they lied. They lied on the show. They lied on the show. They lied on the show to have a storyline for Kevin Jr. And I think they brought Kevin Jr. in, number 1, so he can get a check. And number 2, to spite his father, Kevin Sr., because they never liked Kevin Sr. They never liked him. Let me see. Let me see if I could get it up here. Thumbs up this video. Okay, listen. Tracy has a conversation with her husband about her sisters. Thumbs up this video. Here we go. Love TikTok.
Oh, it's my sister. What's up, baby?
Go for Kevin.
Look, I'm trying to do something.
It's getting a little dry here, too.
You look real good out front, you know. Looking real.
I miss Tracy.
Oh, it's my sister.
Coming up on Braxton Family Values. I'm going crazy in this box. That's why I need y'all to come out here.
I still want to hold my ground. I'm not tolerant.
great man. Treat me the way I want to be treated. Tracy, I'm coming over. Oh, no, you ain't. Who? Coming over with? Hey, man. Oh, it's my sister. I think it helped me a lot not talking or seeing my sisters for months because I had to gather myself. I just lost my niece. They lost their niece too. But my niece was like my daughter.
I feel you, Tracy.
Still in mourning. So I have to help myself and for me to be centered in order to sit back and listen to their problems. Hello.
Look at that snake.
I'm going to the DMV area to visit Daddy, and I decided to reach out to Tracy to let her know that I'm going to be in the area and I would like to see her. And the last time that I really talked to Tracy was months. Like, months.
What are you doing? Watering my plants.
I'm coming to town to see Dad.
Okay.
You know, I took up on him from this coronavirus. So this is going to be good. I want to come and stop by and see you and kill two birds with one stone.
Oh.
But you don't want you coming over there. Shit.
I know it's been a long time.
I know. I gotta think about that, okay?
Why are you thinking?
I don't like to be around other people. It's quarantine.
Tracy, I tested negative, okay?
Okay. It's been months since I've dealt with my sisters. The therapists have been helping me to react differently with a lot of things.
I wouldn't be around their ass neither.
I don't need to talk aggressively to get my point
That part
across.
be more
Do we
true.
have some crabs? Do we have some big old jumbo crabs?
I gotta think about that. I've been eating crabs all, okay. You're not used to eating crabs every day.
Don't eat them for 2 days.
I'm trying to tell you, I do believe I probably have some gout. I wish Tawana would have asked before just telling me I'm coming. I'm trying to be nice about it. She my sibling. Normally somebody say, JC, I'm coming over. Oh, no, you ain't. Who? Coming over with? So when? So I can cook?
In a couple of days.
Okay.
I want some crabs though.
I just surprise you.
Surprise me with some crabs.
Bye. In the name of Jesus. Love you.
I'll see you in a couple days.
All right.
What's up, nigga? You alright?
Yeah.
You won't let me water. You think I killed
Now you gonna drown them. No, I don't want you to do none a sort of thing. Oh, man.
You alright?
Yeah.
You had a talk with them since the wedding.
But still want to hold my ground of, boundaries.
What are your boundaries?
Treat me the way I want to be treated.
And how does that look?
Not making me feel less than, not making me feel like my words don't matter or my feelings matter. It's like a new day right now. It's like since I talked to Dr. Cutts, getting upset and, about it. That's stupid. I just need to use my words. This is a new start for me. My boundaries are beginning because I have to protect myself.
Okay, those are Tracy words, right? And she always felt like they treated her different. And she was consistent with that. Okay?
It's cold out here.
Go on, Tracy and Kevin.
You alright?
You know what? I ain't ready for that yet. Why would I talk to him right now? I've been taunted. I'm already going through some stuff. I don't have time for that.
Sure don't, Tracy.
It's been a very tough year for me. When my niece Lauren died, I took it very hard, extremely hard.
Yeah.
That hurts me.
And can I tell you,
my sisters.
Tracy is the only one out of all the sisters that had a relationship with her father's new wife. Everybody else followed the mama in her hate train. Remember that? All right. She was the only one that was close to her niece Lauren. They were like this. So it broke her heart when she passed or whatever. And can I say this? You could tell which ones are close and which ones are not. And you could tell Tony and Tamar are on the outside. They don't really keep in touch like that. All right, so I'll close the show with this. I finally found the clip when Trina took Kevin Jr. to the lawyer's office. All right, so we just heard the will. Now listen how they speak in the lawyer's office. Fair use, fair use, fair use. Here we go.
Here because I came to take you to the courthouse to probate your mother's will.
There's still some issues between, I guess, how my father feels and how I feel.
Tell me a little bit about that.
I guess he feels like, I'm gonna say blindsided, but it's not done the right way. So I think that's just hard for her to understand, like, why did she put everything in my hands? So I think that's the biggest thing that he has. It kind of hurts me. I feel like she was in her right mind. Do you feel as though she was okay at that time?
I visited your mother before she began to decline. And a lot of people don't know this, but your mother gave me permission to record her. And I did.
So you recorded the whole conversation?
Every time. Maybe she believed that somebody was going to, in some way, challenge it. She knew exactly what she was doing about who she wanted to be her executor and who she wanted to control her image, brand, and likeness. And that was one person. It was you.
Yeah.
And your mother was absolutely lucid. Your mom stood in her kitchen and cooked me oxtails.
The famous oxtails.
And the curry chicken. And Tavius visited Tracy on several occasions when she was, in fact, in her right mind. How do I know? I was there.
And the only caveat in there was she wanted to make sure that you were ready.
There were certain things that Tracy wanted to keep between Tracy and her attorney. But Tracy was absolutely in her right mind.
She trusts me so much with her legacy that she'll put it in my hands. It's just stuff she told me when I was young.
Really?
Like,
so this was no surprise to you?
It wasn't a surprise to me. See, like, if something ever happened to me, I'm putting everything in your name. Only thing that kind of changed for me is when she said she didn't want a funeral service or viewing.
She did not want a service. She didn't want her sorority or any other organization to do a memorial. Not because she didn't love them, but she said, I don't want people to have to grieve that hard looking down on me. The people I love, I want them to be able to go celebrate. Because you know your mom was down for a party.
My father, me being married, I can understand where it's kind of a difficulty, but I got born into this family. You got married into this family.
I mean, you have the lineage, you have the bloodline.
Yeah.
And you have grown incredibly since that time I've seen.
Right? I didn't even expect that.
Not ours, just the mental.
She knew you had it in you. She's smiling right now.
She is smiling.
Attorney Weems has really armed Kevin with a lot of knowledge, clarity, and information to get some understanding about why Tracy did things the way she did. For little Kevin, anytime you can hear something from someone who can remove themselves from a situation is always a good thing.
Time I saw you, we were...
Okay, so in that meeting, what I got out of it is Tracy wanted him to control her brand, her likeness. All right, and so then we went into the details of the will. But Tawanda, when the show ended, she was the loudest. What's going on there? What happened? See, Tamar, you always starting stuff. We started out with you and we had to go down the rabbit hole, okay? Down the family lineage, all right? Bottom line is, all the Braxton women have daddy issues and they choose the wrong men, period, okay? She's jealous. Wow, that's an interesting perspective, Bree. That's an interesting perspective. All right, please like, comment, and share, and subscribe if you're not subscribed. We ended up going down a rabbit hole, but I like spontaneous things like this, all right? And when things just kind of come together. It's all related to the Braxtons, At the end of the day, I hope they stop beefing and let Tracy rest in peace. And I think Kevin Sr. doesn't have a beef with his son. I think he has a beef with Tracy's sisters. Now, I showed y'all clips of Tracy's position. So it's possible she could have told him different things. And I just feel like the sisters are kind of trying to take over. And I think they brought Kevin Jr. onto the show to kind of spite the father and spruce up the show somewhat. I don't know. Let me know what y'all think. Yes, failed marriages, no careers, etc. And Tracy was able to figure it out. I'm telling you, I remember when they went on like a strike against Weed TV, and they were all mad at Tracy because Tracy was like, well, I have a contractual obligation and I have bills to pay. Y'all not going to pay my bills. You know what I'm saying? So Tracy was always the one. I loved her because she was always independent thinking, and I loved how she used to buck at Tamar like, girl, if you don't shut your mouth, I'm gonna shut it for you. Don't play with me. I'm from Baltimore. I'm from Baltimore for real. I still live here. You want some of this sauce? See what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? That's why I love Tracy, because she stayed her authentic self throughout the show. She's the only one that really didn't like let the fame change her. She used that attention and she grew her brand. So I love that for her. I love that for her. So I appreciate every last one of you joining me. I hope you all have a blessed, beautiful evening. We'll be back tomorrow morning with trending topics. I want to get into this teen mom mess. It's a lot going on there. I want to unpack it with my Knotty crew and some other things going on. So I love you all. Until next time, Knotty crew, I'm out. 1.